Cabinet, guided by His Excellency the President, has agreed that the election should be held between March and April, in any case before the swearing in of the newly elected President and members of Parliament. At the moment, the matter is between Finance and Electoral Commission. I think they must be organizing, mobilizing the resources. We had a chat with the Minister of Finance this morning. They have confirmed that we'll continue and have the elections. The roadmap is with the Electoral Commission. They are the ones to determine the date and the polling areas. Each village is a polling station, but it is the Electoral Commission to gazette the actual polling area.
Here. The very response the Minister is giving is the very response that was given to Parliament over this very matter of LC.1 elections. And he is now giving us the same. After tomorrow, we shall be in April, because they told us by end of April, after tomorrow we shall be end of April. They have already even informed us how even on 12th May, we are having the President taking his oath, meaning that we shall already be in a new term. So we want it to be procedure right here. Since this very matter is very key in this country, the Minister is given some moment. He calls the Electoral Commission so that now this committee can have the right answer whether we shall have LC.1 elections or none at all until further notice. Or the Minister will come up with another law informing us that LC.1 elections are for a term of 10 years or 30, so that we have clear legislation about this matter. I beg, Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, I think you need to...
Chair, I've presented to you the position as discussed by Cabinet in the very last meeting we had. That was after we presented this matter to Parliament. We took it back to Cabinet, and what I'm giving is the position of Cabinet. This committee has a mandate, and you have a right to summon the Minister of Finance, to summon the Chairperson Electoral Commission. I'm in charge of policy. The financing issues are with Finance. The execution issue is with the Electoral Commission. So I want to believe that, yes, I totally agree, this is extremely important. And we need these elections. Now, can they be held within April? That is for the Electoral Commission. Does the Minister of Finance have the money now or tomorrow? I think really it rests with the committee to summon these two organs of government. The second one...
Yeah, before you forget it, because we need to know as this committee, before we can present the budget for approval to Parliament, as a country, are we really going to be serious? If the Minister proposes that now it gets back to Minister of Justice, who takes the Electoral Commission, or if it means us deciding the finance, calling the Minister of Finance, let's have a resolution on this matter as this committee, because the country is waiting. We are told end of April is coming, and we don't see any preparation. We don't see any money attached. Last time we heard that they have allocated 56 billion. Can we see that program? Can we be sure? Clarification?
Answered very correctly in the question. But in the event that the April elections are not there, have we made provisions in this budget for the elections of LC.1s in the event that the elections have not taken place now?
Honorable Chair, under the rules of Parliament, I don't think we should debate in anticipation. I've given you the resolution of Cabinet, and if you want, I can lay on table a copy of the minute extract. Now, if the Cabinet, headed by the President, who is actually the Minister of Finance, has decided that this should happen, why should I sit here and say no? They can't. I can't. The Local Government Finance Commission I now beg to present to you the budget we are bringing you for the local governments themselves. Colleagues, you have the budget book, the Ministerial Policy Statement. You could turn to page 335. It's at the very end, up to 338. So, Chairman, we have 176 votes under the local governments, comprising of 135 districts, 10 cities, and 31 municipalities. They range from vote 601 up to vote 935. Now, we've given you a summary from Arua City up to Zombo District. That summary, let's go to page 335, colleagues. The first column is the vote code. The second column is the name of the local government. The third column gives you the total grants, the grants from the central government. And the next three columns is a breakdown of the total grants. So the total grants is in yellow. How do we come to that? You add the three columns which follow: the wage, the non-wage, and the development grants. Those are grants from the central government. The last column is also in yellow, the total local revenue. And the two columns before the last one is the wage and the development under the local revenue. I hope I've been very clear. That one goes from Marua. I said let's go up to Zombo, the end. At the end we have the total, the grand total at the end, the yellow row at the end there. So in terms of the total budgets for 2026-27 for all these local governments, we are presenting to the committee a request for total grants, 6,106,577 in the remaining shillings. Under the local revenue, the total is 340,993 million and the remaining shillings. So, Chairman, you'll have noted on page 5, we indicated that the budget for local governments is 7,165. This is because there is an additional wage grant. I talked of increasing the salaries, enhancing the salaries of the teachers and so on. There is an additional grant of 718 billion. So when you get 6,106, add the local revenue 340 billion, you add 718 billion as the additional grant under the wage. That's when you get the total 7,165. I hope I've been very clear, because it is you we depend on to present this to Parliament. Therefore, on your paper, under page 5, is the summary which I highlighted. I want to repeat it. The summary on page 5 of the paper. So we are here to present to you our request under Ministry of Local Government, 310,418 billion. The Local Government Finance Commission, 22,200 million. And all local governments of Uganda, 7,165 billion. Total sector budget request is 7,498 billion. We beg to submit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Honorable Minister.
The money we give, the 100 million per parish, is a grant from government to the parish circle. But it is not a grant to the beneficiary. It is a loan by the parish circle to the beneficiary, me who takes 1 million. This money is supposed to be repaid after 2 years of utilization. So what should be happening now is those who benefited 2 years ago should be bringing it back to the parish circle. But there is no situation where the money given to the parish is being recalled to the center. If that situation is there, then we need to know the actual parish and we take action. Now, the big parishes, and it's good to tell the people, you borrowed money from your circle. This attitude of, it was a casino from the government, that is not true. As you say, we want to build a village bank. So people should use it and return it to the circle. If the member has a problem, report to the circle chairman. They can waive, they can extend the repayment. But we give a clear information that PDM is a loan to the beneficiary by the circle of the parish, which should be repaid. Now, for the big parishes, as saying, Chairman, we are not going to create smaller parishes so that each one gets. The position of government is the big parishes will get relatively more money than the smaller parishes. We are developing that formula to see, according to the population and the rate of subsistence. It's not a question of saying my parish has a lot of people. There may be a lot of people who are already wealthy, who are already out of subsistence. So we are working with UBOS to determine the rate of subsistence of each parish. And that will help us to know, do we put this parish in category 1 of 100 million, 2 of 200 million, 3 of... We're still working on that. Now, under the budget of 26-27, we are maintaining the pro rata basis. Each parish will continue to get 100 million until we agree on that formula that encompasses the bigger parishes with the bigger rates of subsistence.